I will tell you why you will never finish your story, your film, your script, your painting, your photography project. And it's not because of your procrastination or lack of yoga routine and meditation practice. Hi there, my name is Tatiana Kim and I'm writer-director based in Los Angeles. Welcome to my channel. This video is for those who want to finish their work, who want to become champions of finishing routines. Let's cut to the chase. First, you will never finish because you're not appreciating your talents. And what I mean by that is taking for granted something that you can do very well. Oh, it's not special, I just do it. You know those people? When you ask, oh my God, how did you paint that thing? It's so beautiful. And they'll go oh, it's nothing, whatever. Listen, a lot of people are talented, but not a lot of people can appreciate their talent and recognize that they have something special about themselves. And not appreciating your talent is different from not believing in yourself. When you don't believe in your work, it's like another different psychological trauma that sometimes lingers on, especially when you come from a very difficult background. I see so many people around me so talented, and they know that they could do something about it, but they're but it's nothing special. Yeah, I see that person doing it, but... Or sometimes people say oh, I can do that too. No, you can't. Because you didn't. Not appreciating your talent should be a sin. Seriously. I hope to inspire someone with a unique story to start putting it together in any form, in visual form, in writing form, in your painting, in your music, in your audio form. Oh my God. Because we exhausted all the available tools of storytelling, all those books. Oh my God, you cannot imagine how many books on screenwriting I have. It's not shit, but it's not relevant anymore. You can mix and match things. You can start from the end, in the beginning, then you can go into the singing form. It's crazy. You can do so many different things now, and it will be accepted more and more with more stories, weird stories emerging and being shared. Okay, that was one. Not appreciating your talent. Please recognize your talent and nurture it. The second, my favorite, judging other people. When you're judging other people, you're concentrating every bit of your energy on someone else. You're not concentrating it on your art, and you're not concentrating it on your life. You are concentrating your precious creative energy on something that does not have to do anything with creating your own life and creating your own story. Stop judging, but be curious and be easily inspired. Seek for inspiration in other cultures, in other languages. Do not be stuck in your own little world of your neighborhood you were born in. Go out, try other foods. Okay, also another reason why I started this, I watch a lot of YouTube. I mean, YouTube helped me a lot during many different difficult times I were in. Sometimes I see that a lot of creators, they are stuck in their own cultural sphere, and they will never show people of other colors than they are, people of other genders or people of other cultures. It's shocking to me. That's why I promise to take you on a journey of very different cultures and very different experiences. Anyway, get curious and get inspired. Just engrave it in your brain that we're looking for inspiration in everything, in anything. And when you change that mindset to, oh my God, wow, this is amazing, but getting inspired and sharing and giving kind words, that will exponentially make your art better, make your life better. Here's the story. In 2008, me and my friend Alma, we co-directed a short film, our first short film, 2008. It was amazing, it was a great experience, and we got into 2 international film festivals. Actually, one of them was Molodist. It's a Kyiv International Film Festival, which is 51 years old. So we got into one of their official programs, and also we traveled with that film to St. Petersburg. I think it was the first travel. Oh my God, it was the first international travel in 2008. Anyway, we're so excited, and we decided to showcase it for our community. We decided to make it in a cinema bar, and it's like a bar, but with a legit screen and the stage. And back then, I was part of a rock band. And one of the friends whom we invited told me, "Oh, you just want to show off all your talents." It sounds actually harsher in Russian, and it really has a negative connotation, a very judgmental connotation, and very, maybe jealous even. It's 14 years ago. I wasn't the person I am now, and I was like, oh my God, that's true. Why am I doing this? Maybe it's too much. I'm showing my film and then I'm performing with my band, which is 5 people, these photographs. And so it really kind of made me think about like, oh, maybe I'm really showing off, which I did not. And now I can see that it's just my passion. It's just something that I do. This is something that this is my life, my soul's journey. It's great that she told me it in person. Like she really looked at me and said, oh, you want to show off? But now what people do, they will just silently judge you. They will scroll your Instagram and be like, don't do it. Just switch that into inspiration. Because when we're judging someone, we're judging ourselves. One of my mentors, with whom we work right now, it's a totally different thing. It's not related to art and more related to the new era of the nature of universe. I always thought of like, oh, judging other people is like judging yourself, but she went even deeper. She said, judging other people is not allowing something yourself. Think about it. When you judge someone, it means that something triggers you that you do not allow yourself. You do not allow yourself to be outspoken. You do not allow yourself, like, I don't know, like, we all do it, but some of us are more maybe conscious about not doing it rather than just like immediately go into that mode of judging. Stop judging other people and it will help you to finish your work, because then you'll concentrate all your energy into your creative process and other people will only inspire you. Think about other people as your inspirational magnets. So it will really, really help you to make your art more vital and saturated and beautiful by concentrating on your work. Another thing, which everyone talks about this one, and I'm gonna talk about it as well, is comparing yourself to other people. Which is also like, oh my God, this is so easily done these days. Like you're constantly trying to compare your chapter number 3 to someone else's chapter number 30. When you compare your story with someone else's, you lose authenticity. And I really, really mean it, because people are in different stages of their life. When you create your art out of anything that is surrounding you without pretending that you're making art from something else, you're showing your authenticity. And it's the most beautiful thing you can do to the world, is to show your authenticity. When you compare yourself, you're trying to fit into an existing narrative. Existing narrative that was before you for hundreds of years. Like for instance, I went to DJ. I had a short on me going to Directors Guild of America, and it was founded in 1936. Let me think. Well, my grandparents were deported from Russian-Korean border in 1937. So I cannot compare my story and my sensibility and my understanding of art and filmmaking just because my culture was different and my circumstances were different. When you constantly live in that comparison mode, you actually stop experimenting. You stop experimenting with genres, you stop experimenting with your writing style, with anything. You just, because you're comparing to something that does not relate to your life. There's one thing that circles back over and over again. It's this one. Try to find your authentic voice, and truly find it. I'm still trying to find it. That's why I'm experimenting with so many different genres, and I have such a different range of projects, from like really small ones like photography things, or like trying VR and doing my commercials in a different way, and experimental theater. Okay, so when I arrived in LA and I got into school, the rule was you cannot be good at many things. You have to be specializing in one thing. And they repeated it many times. You cannot be good in different things. You should be good in only one. But look now, Everyone wants to hire a person who's well versed. Everyone wants to work with a person who can film, who can write, who can edit, who can, I don't know, sing and make music and throw it in a project. Everyone is looking for someone who can do many things and be good in many things. It just means to be curious and experimenting in many different things. Then you'll find out, oh, actually, maybe editing is for me and I love editing. None. Jack of all trades, master of none. I hate that phrase. Because maybe it looks like all over the place. That creator, he's all over the place. Like, I cannot define myself. Like, because I cannot explain to people every time. Yeah, I did that immersive theater, then I directed commercials, and then I did my short. It's too much. So I'm saying I'm a storyteller. But it can look all over the place. But when you start paying attention, you can see the things that you like, and you can see things that starts to create your style. And when you start paying attention to those things, it is easier to finish your projects. Do not compare your story, your life experiences, your styles to someone else's. Get inspired and find your own leitmotif. That will help you to finish your project. Perfectionism. You cannot imagine how much I changed when I realized that perceiving myself as perfectionist is killing my creativity. So I come from advertising background, and everything was supposed to be perfect. And especially when you work in an international advertising agency like I did, the workflow trains you to be perfect. I had to untrain myself to allow myself mistakes. Even this is part of the journey of not being perfect. I am behind the camera person and my husband, he's in front of camera person. That's like our position all the time. But now we switched. I'm like, oh my God, what I'm gonna do? Other problem with being perfectionist is you cannot finish because the next version in your mind will be better than this one. The next version and the next version and the next version until you're dry. Until there's no life in your story, until there's no more colors in your photography that you like. Even the slides, I'm like, Anatole, this is too orange. I'm like, I don't care. It's 10:50 and we really need to go to sleep. It's fine. It's gonna work. I'm gonna tell this and it's gonna be fine. So relax, Tatiana. That's what I'm like, literally. And being a mom as well, I'm like, it's fine. We'll work with this. Anyway, work with your insecurities. Seriously, create a community around you with the people with whom you can grow, or people who are a little bit better than you are in terms of they're more experienced. They have like 5 feature films or something. Like, I look up to those people. Anyway, I'm just your friend who wants your art to be seen. Please subscribe and share it with someone who maybe needs to hear this. All right, bye.